Hello there and welcome to Washington Square Park. It's a windy day. It feels like November. The wind. The weather tomorrow is going to be colder. It's supposed to be in the mid to upper 40s tomorrow. I'll talk about the weather for just a second. And our wind chills all day are going to be in the mid to upper 30s. That's normally weather we see in December. So we're getting winter 2 months early this year. And climate change is a possibility. But we're here at this nice little square of a park because I just wanted to do a little bit of a showcase for everybody. My first time being here. I've been to Greenwich Village other times, but I've never been to this park particularly. So it doesn't really remind me of Bryant Park in a way.
I am like.
Look at this. There's a guy with the pigeons on him. Donations for brood. Thanks. Enjoy the birds. The guy leaves the food here, and the pigeons just come. I'm not gonna show them, but yeah, I don't think it makes the dogs feel comfortable because what I'm worried about is the dogs might get scared off from the birds, and the dogs will hopefully go woof woof woof, and they'll hopefully chase the and that dog just got scared because he might have saw the birds coming. Here comes another one. They're on him because they want his bird food. They had an animal shelter thing over here, but that was a long time ago, probably when the weather was warmer. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. They have a part of the park closed off. They have an entrance that's closed off at the moment. We don't know what's going on here. This is interesting. There might be a film shoot going on. Figure it out. Yeah, I believe they might be shooting a movie here today. Might be shooting something here. Yeah, so they're pretty much cordoning off this area today. Film shoot going on, it looks like. I haven't checked Notify NYC because they would have told me something about this, but they think they're filming something here today. Normally they do film a lot of stuff here. And best part is some people actually try to go over this and they sit here. And they want a good view of the waterfall. This is going to be our thumbnail today. The famous arch. That's why you come to this park. There's the famous arch here that I tell everybody about this park. I've never been here, but people have told me about it, and I spread the word to them. And it could be ironic. What if they're filming the second Ghostbusters film? The one with Melissa McCarthy. It's a possibility that Columbia's Pictures doesn't want us to know about it. Yeah, but take a little walk. Right by NYU, which a lot of the students they come by here a lot from NYU, and then there's another public school right on Howson Street by Hudson, and when the elementary school kids are off, they come here too. That I've also been told. So here's the playground, and this is what makes our park so great. The parks are for adults, and the parks are for the kids too. Take a look at this. You have a nice jungle gym, swing sets, another jungle gym. So I like our diversity. When we were at Recording Park last week, we saw that, and now we're at Washington Square Park, and we're seeing it again this week. I love the diversity of being mature and immature at the same time in some of these parks. For the kids, there's something to do, and for the adults, we have the waterfall and the arch. Because again, I know for historical reasons, the artists lot of art critics, a lot of art students, they come here and they always have very interesting opinions about that arch. So I don't know who this is, but this is a nice statue. I don't know when it was erected, but if I looked it up, it would probably tell me this statue was erected in this year. And because I've read the historical Queens books, I may have to start reading books about Manhattan. But I do want to get curious. But this channel is going to also be talking about preserving our parks in the future. And I really don't want to see the trees getting torn down in Hempstead Lake Park in Hempstead. I would hate to see that happen. Because if that happened, I would be devastated. I'm not going to talk about you-know-who in this video, but I agree with Pine Power LI. You shouldn't even be tearing down trees. And this is my point today. We're already seeing the leaves change. The leaves are already starting to change. The weather, this cold weather, I'm welcoming it because then it will help the leaves change quicker. I'm already seeing... Yeah, I think they're changing it up. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. There's no restroom here, not a big deal, because I'm on my way to Penn Station anyway, but... Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the beauty of this park. There's also some scientists who come to this park, too. There are scientists who come here, do experiments. They like this park for other reasons. So here's another statue. We don't know who this guy is, but it's another good statue. I like it. So down there is another exit, and there's the bird guy again. There are the birds, they're coming around. Trying to go over there. The birds are coming, so.
Birds are coming. Watch the birds. Birds are coming. Birds are coming.
I better wipe off my shoes. I'm just doing that because when I was filming at Lynbrook that time when I went to Belmore with Pine Power LI, I stepped on some gum. I edited that part out, but I wanted to at least make sure that I think there's a shortcut I can get over to that area. Good, so hopefully there's a restroom. And again, if there's not, I can always just go in Penn Station. Not a big deal. Well, we'll walk on this area, and this is a useful area for the kids, see? Very useful. There's also a toddler here. There's a dog right there looking at me funny. He's probably not too happy that I'm coming over here, but I don't care at this point. I'm trying to see if there's like an area where I can hop over the fence. I don't think there is. I'd like to hop over the fence, see if there's a bathroom. I think somebody's waiting outside. That's a good sign there might be a bathroom here. Good. Alright, very good sign. Yes, there's a bathroom here. So if you are wondering, yes, there is a restroom. Thank goodness. So, once again, I can't show you what NYU is near here. A lot of students come here again to look at the arch. So, look at it one more time. Very beautiful arch. I forget the name of it right now, but if I have the name of it, I'll type it up in the description below. And I'll mention the thumbnail, what the statue is. There is something on it. I just can't read it because it looks so tiny. Something religious, I think. Interesting thing, folks, here at Washington Square Park, there's a dog park. There's actually a dog park here, which is very good. Because that's what I talked about earlier with park diversity. You have the kids that can do something, you have the adults that can do something, and even the dogs can have fun here. It's a very welcoming park for the dogs. I just saw a dog that was hanging around here. He was right at this gate. I'm going to let this dog come out because, I don't want to be intrusive with the owner. I saw this nice lab, and I was saying to the lab, like, what are you doing out there? Don't you want to go play with the other dogs? And because I'm thinking, like, their owner probably wanted their dog to be exposed to other dogs, and, Teddy really never had that because, we always were worried about him because he's one of those rare bred dogs. Okay, here's another dog coming out. like a big one right here. Not as big as my teddy, but, you know. There's also another one for smaller dogs. Yes. And keeping in mind, New York City is not responsible for anything that happens to your dog here, so there are strict rules. No people without dogs are allowed, and no dogs without people are in here because they want the owners to keep an eye on their pets. You are allowed to keep your dog off the leash in this area. That's the good thing. So let's say you are a dog owner. You want to bring your dog here. You can do that. And the good news is the other dogs, I think the other dogs are realizing there's a new toy in here. They are realizing that. See, this is what I like about dogs. Whenever they realize something is new in their situation that they feel comfortable in, they'll realize it and then they'll hop right all over it. One of the dogs are going to have to realize where the ball is, but I want to quickly mention, next Sunday, October 28th, there's going to be a costume party and a parade here at Washington Square Park. That will take place from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and you must pay $10 for the dog to be in. There'll be prizes and treats, so you can come here. So if you're in the area, you're a dog owner, like these owners should consider coming back here a week from this Sunday and, you know, enter the dog in the contest. Aw, take a look at these dogs, folks. Look at these cute dogs. Let's make room for them to come in. Make a little bit of room. Oh, the one lady wanted to come in. Yeah, one of them was sniffing the cone from the Parks Department. Oh, here comes a terrier. And this is something, huh? First time I've done a park video, and next to Carl Scholl's Park, I gotta admit, this is starting to become better than Carl Scholl's Park. Make room for the other dog to come out. Because the problem is, when you're in a dog's space, and I know this very well about dog behavior, folks, because especially my dog. Whenever you're in a dog's space and he's entering or exiting a new situation, this is what Teddy does all the time too. They feel overwhelmed. Like dogs need personal space too in a way, especially their boundary with their owner. So obviously, I know this because again, I have a dog. He's 10 years old, and you know. That's the interesting thing I've learned about dogs' behavior. Because I've always watched documentaries about how a dog... these are domesticated animals, not wolves. Because wolves are a whole different topic I can cover another day. But I figured this is the first time I'm actually talking about pets in a park video. But when we go to Carl Scholl's Park, especially in the winter months, I've noticed in the past, when I've taken the 2nd Avenue line recently, that... This is what I mean with dog behavior. I just mentioned it earlier. The dog's realizing there's a new situation about to come on. And they're about to welcome in the new playmate because they feel comfortable here. See, if they're in an open space together, they feel comfortable. But when, you know, they feel like somebody's intruding their space, particularly a human, they don't, you know, they don't feel comfortable. So, trust me, the domesticated dogs, I really have a fascination with how they behave. See, this is what I call normal dog behavior. Right now they're just talking and wondering, you know, what are you doing? You know, you're new. Let's play tag or something. The dogs have a different way of playing tag. See, right now they're playing tag, and, you know, I still feel bad for that. I wonder if the black lab is still here, because that black lab, if he's not playing with the other dogs, I feel bad for that black lab. But I just wanted to show you this interesting sight, because I was walking out of the park and I saw this dog park, and I'm like, you know, there are rules here, but this is how far I can go without my dog Teddy being here. If I was with Teddy, I would let him. I would consider it with the arthritis, because again, this is you don't have to go on steps. So I figured for Teddy's sake, you know, maybe he could play around, and if Teddy was in pain, the other dogs can, you know, comfort him. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly show you this interesting dog park. I've seen other dog parks in Long Island, but not in the city of New York. So something interesting to bring in mind here. Welcome to the West 4th Street, Washington Square Station. This station is for the A, B, C, D, E, and F, and M trains. Today I will be taking the B or the D line express to Herald Square. I will be walking 1 block west to Penn Station to get the Long Island Railroad. And there's some graffiti on the door. MTA should look into this and get over here and clean it. But we are going to take the elevator downstairs. Take it down to mezzanine. Close the door. Those ladies didn't want to get in, but yeah. This elevator's in bad shape, I can tell it is. Thankfully there are cameras, but you know, cameras can't catch everything. So, somebody left their napkin here. Yuck, disgusting. I have trash in my pocket, but I'm gonna throw it out for. Should be a trash receptacle down here. But, yeah. There's the stairwell. And you have the trash can right here. Here's the ticket booth agent. There's the other exit. So now we're going to walk in, swipe the Metro card, and we're going to go right into the station. So, let me get my Metro card out. We'll go in. So we're in. Good. So my Metro card is away. And then I will, let me think. I might need my napkins. I can always give them to my parents. I'll just keep it in my bag. No big deal. I'll throw it. I might need to need it because I'm going to be. Actually, no. We wanted to go the other way first, right? Downtown service. Just wanted to show you the downtown service first. We'll do uptown last because remember, I have to go on the B or the D anyway to get over the Herald Square and then walk 1 block west. Because I am better off doing that. Way better off. So, the interesting thing about this station is you have a tale of 2 floors. And what's interesting about this station is, and I'll explain to you all in just a second, right here we have the southbound track on the A, C, and E line. So this is the C track and the E track. And then over here, you have your other area. So that is very interesting to point out. It's pretty much the same layout. And this is another station that really needs a renovation. So I've been here numerous times in the past couple of years. And honestly, this station needs a renovation. It does. You know, if they're renovating 23rd Street, and they're renovating 57th Street on the F line, which I promise, when those stations reopen, I'm going to definitely do videos about those. But you all have to get my point here that, you know, we really need to focus on renovating stations more often. So, yeah, we're going to now go to the other track. We need uptown service. And we'll walk downstairs to the B or the D line. Because if we take the A or the C, we have to go to 14th Street, 23rd Street, and 34th Street. Again, I'm very familiar with 34th Street. I rather would walk the 1 block going west, go express, and then go that way. So, obviously, we're going to go downstairs right now, and we'll get a view of the B, D, F, and M tracks right now. Hopefully my train's coming, because if it is, I'll get on board. Let's see, here comes the C train. I don't know, should I get on? Okay, I'm probably going to pass it up, because again, I'd rather would have express service at 34th Street. That's why we're going to take the B and the D line. That's where we're going to take it, right now. And this is another interesting thing, because down here, oh, okay, this is 3 floors, okay. So, if you want to go to Brooklyn or downtown Manhattan, you go that way. Now look how long this is. A long time ago when they crafted this station, they did a good job. So now we're going to go down here, see if we can get a view of the other tracks. I think we should be able to. Yes, we should be able to. Good. So this is the area for the B, D, F, and M line. And once again, we want the B or the D line to go to Penn Station right now. So obviously, there's that. So it's 1:45 right now, and we do have our friend over here, our friend to tell us when the train's coming. So we'll click on it now. So right now, the next F train is coming right now to Jamaica. We don't want that train because then it will stop at 14th Street. Once again, we want express service. So that's why we're going to take the B line right now and go uptown to Herald Square. Ooh, look at this, service ending early. Brooklyn. That was 4th Street. Yeah, here comes the M train. And again, I don't want to take it because then I have to go all the way to Elmhurst and then get the 88. That will take, if I'm correct, probably an hour and a half to get home. But in that same time, I'd rather would just take the Long Island Railroad and hang out at Penn Station. And just charge my camera. The next stop is 14th Street. I doubt I'm going to make that 211 train. That I will. Unless I change my mind and see if there's another train going to... Okay, good. Yeah, here comes the B. I might as well get on it. I just wanted to show you what the station looks like. And again, is renovation necessary? I'd say yes. I would say yes, just because, you know, 150, 154. I'm getting that car. But, you know, it would be nice to have a renovation down here. The brickwork looks old, and it's time for a renovation.